Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we are answering a very frequently asked question. What happens when the internal committee members are biased? To answer this question, let's first look at who the internal committee members really are. As per law, that is section 4 of the Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act 2013, the internal committee members have to be a minimum of 4, which has 3 members from within the organization in which the committee has been formed, and there is supposed to be an external member, the 4th member, who is an independent person, probably from a non-government organization or from any other association or a person who has any experience of working in fields like these. So the idea is that the internal committee is made up of not just the employees of the organization but also has an independent representative. Section 4 also categorically provides that in case if a presiding officer or any other member of the committee abuses or misuses their power or position, then such a member can very much be removed from the committee. Firstly, who is going to identify that the IC members are biased? It could be a possibility that if in case one of the members are biased, the rest of the committee members are able to understand that. In such a situation, the IC members will then be duty bound to point it out to the member that we can see there is some kind of bias creeping in, and it might be in the interest of the complaint for you to not continue to be a part of this inquiry. So the IC members themselves inform that person to discontinue from the inquiry. Other than that, the role of the external member becomes very important here. The role that I was mentioning earlier, because they are the people who are independent. They are completely outside the organization, and in such a case, they also kind of point it out to the IC members that they can see that there is some kind of bias creeping in. And probably that's one of the reasons also why an external member was added in the committee. Not that all the committee members can afford to be biased. No one can afford to do that. It is the job of all IC members to be completely neutral, but the external member surely helps in ensuring that neutrality is preserved. Now, what if the IC members do not point it out to each other? In that case, the parties concerned, which could be either the complainant or the respondent, could also get a sense that there is some kind of bias creeping in. If that is the situation, then what that particular person can do is that they can point it out to the IC members. What they can do is probably write an email marking the external member as well, stating the fact that there are these biases coming in. It's very important to write down the reasons why you think that the IC members are biased. Merely a hunch or a feeling is not sufficient. Or merely the fact that IC members are fellow colleagues or a part of the same organization and therefore they will be biased is also not enough. You need to have a proper reason why you feel that the committee members are likely to be biased. In that case, you can write to the committee members, mark the external member, and then it is going to be the external member's job to ensure that the complaint or your requirement, your concern, request is looked into, and in case there is merit in it, then the committee members are changed. There is also a last option. In case if all of this does not happen, it's very much a possibility for you to approach the courts of the country and ask for a relief. There have been a few cases that have happened where parties have indicated to the courts that there was a sense of bias that the IC members had, and courts have decided upon it. In fact, what we are doing is that in the description below, we are going to be putting the links of some of the summaries we have made basis these laws, and you can definitely go and have a look at how the courts had held in those particular cases. We really hope that this is helpful for you. If you have any more questions for us, please feel free to write to us, and we will keep putting up videos like these which could help you with these queries. So look forward to seeing you again next time. You can see our contact details as well below. Thank you.